ever thought in my entire YouTube career I would be making a video about The Sims 1 and The Sims 2 where we would actually be playing The Sims 1 and The Sims 2. Hey humans, how's it going? It's Chani ZA here, and The Sims 25th anniversary has brought us the best news in that The Sims 1 and The Sims 2 are available back on the EA app for us to purchase. They have released legacy collections of both The Sims 1 and The Sims 2, including most of, if not all of their DLC. Shout out IKEA stuff, because I'm guessing IKEA said no. They are just re-releases, so in all of their glorious early to mid 2000s jank, for all of our nostalgic pleasure. I thought, what better way to celebrate this than chatting about some of the cheats that are so hard-coded into my DNA of young Chani that made sure that future Chani would never, ever, ever forget these as long as she lived. Shout out to my past self, because honestly, there was a time where Motherload did not work. I do also want to say a huge shout out to the EA Creator Network for providing me a code for both the Sims 1 and the Sims 2 Legacy Collections, which is how I've been playing it. If you are planning on purchasing it from thesims.com or the EA app, make sure you're using code Chani ZA on checkout on the EA app or thesims.com to support me, the cats, and the content. As all Sims games, Ctrl Shift C is going to bring up your cheats menu. Right, so let's chat about The Sims 1. Obviously, some of you may not either remember or this is the first time any of you are getting to play it. Don't judge us, this is the best that we had at the time, okay? But yeah, you're gonna notice Motherload doesn't work. The way you're gonna want to cheat money is by using Rosebud. Now, you do have to put them in one at a time. However, if you separate your cheats by semicolons, you can input a whole bunch of rosebuds back to back to back to back, and that'll give you a bunch of money. It's like 1,000 simoleons each time. Move objects on, you're gonna need to type in move_object space on or off. The most random cheat that I remember from the good old days of The Sims 1, if you are in the neighborhood view, if you type in Nessie, you're gonna see the Loch Ness Monster. Yeah, let me know if this is the first time you're playing The Sims 1, or if you are revisiting, which families did you want to revisit, which lots, which houses. For Sims 2, there's a decent amount more cheats, and I'm not gonna go into all of them. If you want a separate video for the really in-depth detailed cheats for The Sims 2, let me know and I'll do its own separate video. But the main things that you're gonna want to know is, firstly, if you can't get The Sims 2 Legacy to load and it keeps in your target manager telling you not responding, go into your game settings via either the EA app or The Sims to where you can change the advanced launch settings. You're gonna want to force it to launch in windowed mode, and here is how you're gonna be able to do that. I was struggling. I turned off and on again as a good tech person would. And yeah, changing it to force launch in windowed mode is what finally got it to launch, and then blasted my eardrums because of the really loud intro music. Ka-ching if you want 1K at a time. Move objects cheats is going to be move objects one word space on or off. You also can max motives, and you can, there's a cheat for force twins if you have a pregnant sim, and that'll force twins. Motive decay one word space on or off will just turn off that needs decay if you have cheated it to max and now you don't want it to decay at all. Super useful if you just type in help in the cheats menu. It'll bring up a list of cheats, and like I said, there are some really intense debuggy cheats for The Sims 2, and I can do a separate video on this if you want me to. But yeah, for realsies though, probably my favorite cheat that I will not forget until the day I die, which I'm super glad to be able to share with all of you, is if you are in either CAS or in the neighborhood view and you bring up Ctrl Shift C as per usual and you type in bullprop space testing cheats enabled one word space true, and then you go into whichever live mode for whichever family, you can drag the individual motives up or down, you can drag skills up or down, and you can drag relationships up and down. So that's super powerful. It's how I used to play The Sims back in the day, because The Sims 2 is actually really difficult to look after your Sims. And this allowed you to kind of cheat the system while enjoying everything else that the game had to offer, while also still not worrying about your Sim dying of hunger or something ridiculous like that. Also, actually, because I've always just been prone to upskilling my toddlers really quickly, if you use that bullprop cheat and you, while busy potty training, just continually just drag the bladder down, don't go all the way so that it has an accident, but if you drag the bladder motive down while they're busy potty training, you can potty train in one go if you're quick enough to have it go up and then all the way down again and all the way up, but don't completely fill it out because then they'll stop pottying, obviously. But yeah, those are the really quick and easy cheats. Are you super excited for the nostalgia? Like, honestly, getting to play with Brandy Broke, getting to play with Bob and Betty Newbie, and just a quick reminder that both of these games do have burglars, and they do tend to come with very triggering, traumatic fight or flight reaction alerts if the burglar does appear. So an old trick from the olden days is setting up the alarm systems so that you've got like little tower things on each point of the lot where you'll have Sims arrive. So the second that burglar arrives on the property, if you don't want to have your stuff stolen, obviously. If you do and you want to enjoy that old nostalgia vibe as well, then cool, get your stuff stolen by the burglars, I guess. You end up paying more for it because you go overboard, or I went overboard, but like totally worth it because then the police will arrive hopefully before the burglar gets to the front door. Also, thanks to the EA Creator Network, I am giving away a code for the Sims 1 and the Sims 2 Legacy Collection over on my Instagram, my TikTok, my Blue Sky. The links are all in the description below. You can enter only in one, or you can enter in multiple ones, but like, the more entries you get, the better chance of winning, etc, etc. More details in the description below. Also, for those of you who haven't been following over on the internet where I post things, I got a new cat. This is Lila. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here. Remember that we all human differently, and I'll see you humans again soon. Dag dag!